It's 11 p.m. The deadline is tomorrow. You've known about it for 3 weeks. You have 47 browser tabs open. None of them are relevant. You've reorganized your desk twice. You've checked if there's anything new in the fridge. There wasn't. You checked again anyway. And now you're watching a video about procrastination instead of doing the thing. If this sounds familiar, congratulations. You're part of the 95% of people who admit to procrastinating. The other 5% are lying. But here's what nobody tells you. You're not lazy. You're not broken. Your brain is doing exactly what it evolved to do. It's just really bad at deadlines. Tim Urban, in one of the most watched TED Talks of all time, introduced us to the characters living inside a procrastinator's brain. First, there's the rational decision maker. This is the part of you that makes plans, sets goals, and genuinely wants to be productive. Then there's the instant gratification monkey. The monkey doesn't care about your plans. The monkey only knows 2 things, easy and fun, right now. The monkey lives entirely in the present moment, which sounds very zen until you realize it means ignoring every lesson from the past and every consequence in the future. When the monkey takes over, you end up in what Urban calls the dark playground. This is where leisure activities happen when they're not supposed to. You're watching YouTube, scrolling Instagram, reorganizing your Spotify playlists. But here's the thing, it's not actually fun. The air in the dark playground is thick with guilt, anxiety, and self-hatred. You're not relaxing, you're hiding. There's only one thing the instant gratification monkey is afraid of, the panic monster. The panic monster sleeps most of the time. But when a deadline gets close enough, when the consequences become real and immediate, the monster wakes up. Suddenly, the monkey is terrified. It runs away. And finally, you can work. This is why you've written your best essays at 3 a.m. It's not that you work better under pressure. It's that you can only work under pressure. But here's where it gets interesting. The monkey isn't just a metaphor. Dr. Timothy Pychyl has studied procrastination for over 20 years. His conclusion: procrastination is not a time management problem, it's an emotion regulation problem. We don't procrastinate because we're lazy. We procrastinate because the task makes us feel something uncomfortable. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, boredom, overwhelm, self-doubt. Procrastination is your brain's attempt to avoid those feelings. Right now. At any cost. Inside your skull, there's a constant war. In one corner, the limbic system, ancient, emotional, impulsive. This is the part of your brain that kept your ancestors alive by seeking immediate rewards and avoiding immediate threats. In the other corner, the prefrontal cortex, rational, planning, future-focused. This is the part that makes you human. When you face a difficult task, your amygdala, the brain's alarm system, can interpret it as a threat, not a physical threat, an emotional one. And your limbic system screams, avoid, avoid, avoid. Your brain has another design flaw. It's called temporal discounting. Future rewards feel worthless compared to immediate ones. A cookie now beats a six-pack in 6 months, every single time. Here's the disturbing part. Brain scans show that when we think about our future selves, we use the same neural pathways as when we think about strangers. Your future self, your brain treats them like some random person. Why would you sacrifice for a stranger? And then there's dopamine. Dopamine isn't about pleasure, it's about anticipation. The maybe is more addictive than the yes. This is why you can scroll social media for hours. Every refresh is a slot machine pull, maybe something interesting. Maybe a like, maybe validation. Your phone isn't a distraction. It's a dopamine delivery device designed by the smartest engineers in the world to hijack your attention. Your procrastination isn't weakness. It's a designed outcome. So here's the good news. If procrastination is about emotion regulation, not character, then it's not a moral failing. It's a skill gap, and skills can be learned. If your brain is wired for instant gratification, you can work with that wiring instead of against it. If your environment is designed to distract you, you can redesign it. The research is clear. There are evidence-based techniques that actually work, not productivity hacks. Not hustle culture nonsense. Science. Technique 1: Implementation intentions. Instead of vague goals like I'll exercise more, you create specific if-then plans. When I finish lunch, I will walk for 10 minutes. This isn't just planning, it's pre-deciding. You're taking the decision out of the moment when your monkey is strongest and making it in advance. Research shows this simple reframe increases follow-through by 2 to 3 times. Technique 2, the 2-minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes, do it now, no negotiation. For bigger tasks, commit to just 2 minutes of work, that's it. You can stop after 2 minutes if you want. You won't want to, starting is the hardest part. Once you're moving, momentum takes over. Technique 3, temptation bundling. Pair something you need to do with something you want to do. Only listen to your favorite podcast while exercising. Only watch that show while folding laundry. Only drink your fancy coffee while working on that project. You're not fighting the monkey, you're bribing it. Technique 4, environment design. Make the right thing easy and the wrong thing hard. Put your phone in another room. Use website blockers. Delete social media apps from your phone. Keep your running shoes by the door. Willpower is a limited resource. Don't waste it fighting your environment. Change the environment. Technique 5, commitment devices. Pre-commit to consequences. Tell someone your deadline. Put money on the line. Schedule the meeting before you're ready. Odysseus tied himself to the mast so he couldn't steer toward the sirens. You can do the same thing with your goals. Make it harder to fail than to succeed. Technique 6, self-compassion. This might be the most important one. Dr. Fuschia Sirois found that people who forgive themselves for procrastinating are less likely to procrastinate in the future. Beating yourself up doesn't motivate you. It makes you feel worse. And what do we do when we feel bad? We avoid, we procrastinate. The shame spiral is a trap. Self-compassion is the exit. Technique 7, shrink the task. Write the book is terrifying. Write one sentence is not. Break overwhelming tasks into laughably small pieces, so small that not doing them feels ridiculous. You're not trying to finish. You're trying to start. The rest takes care of itself. Here's what I want you to remember. Procrastination isn't a character flaw, it's a signal. A signal that something feels threatening, that you need support, that the task needs to be broken down, that you're human. The ancient Greeks had a word for it, akrasia, acting against your own better judgment. They struggled with it too, so did Leonardo da Vinci, so does everyone. The brain that learned to procrastinate can learn something new. Neuroplasticity works in your favor. Every time you start despite not feeling like it, you're rewiring. Every time you forgive yourself instead of spiraling, you're building a new pattern. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be slightly better than yesterday. So close this video. Pick one thing, just one, set a timer for 2 minutes and begin. The monkey will scream, let it, start anyway, that's where everything changes.